It's week 3 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that is a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Veteran kicker Greg Joseph will get us started here. And off we go from Nashville. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Titans coming out with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year. Taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Levis. That is caught. It is Hopkins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. With that, we'll take a look at the draft class from back in April. These guys decided to build up that offensive line. You see they're using a first-round pick on a lineman to hopefully give a little more protection to their franchise quarterback. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Pollard with a nice 1st down run, and the Memphis native returns to Tennessee after an impressive 5-year stint with the Cowboys. He's coming off 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, and he should be a huge part of the solution and part of filling the hole left by Derrick Henry.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Levis. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing is Levis. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season at quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they...
the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The man in motion is Watson. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Music City after this.
Okay, right.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Down. Cut.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Set, ready.
The man in motion is Watson.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A tight end in motion now. One more time, it's Jacobs. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. 2nd primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. No chance at all. He'll go down.
By Adrian Cooper, a loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Nashville. in a moment. Throwing on second down, Levis. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. To return, it's Nixon. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
All
right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We'll go play action with Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Ready. Cut.
On play action, Love. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's Joseph now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they break.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. 3rd and 6. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Oh, he pulled it a bit, and that pass is left to the upright. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Like 54.
Now Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Come on, set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now, Jacobs. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
Down. Set.
Here's Love to throw. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Here's Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Greg Joseph to kick off for the Packers.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Hey, Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
They bring the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Levis. He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's going to help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10.
Set, ready. Set,
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
2nd down and 8.
Cut, cut.
Running is Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll run with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Here's Love. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Joseph for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Greg Joseph to kick off for the Packers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Levis. Catch made. That's Boyd. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.